Derek, congratulations to yourself and Tony, and after a summer that there was much speculation over your own future. Now there's been a number of signings, and then yourself and Tony sending out the message that there's lots of unfinished business here at Pittodrie.
Yeah, we both feel that. I think, like you said, there was lots to consider and lots to get done in the summer. We're still preparing the team, and that was the most important thing, trying to make sure we were ready for the start of the season. But I think our job and focus has been trying to get players in. But I had an agreement with the chairman a few weeks ago that this was something that I'd be keen to do when asked the question. So delighted to commit for that period longer. We feel, like we've said in the past, that we've still got lots to try and achieve here. We've enjoyed the period up until now. It's a brilliant club to work for, but the onus is always to try and strive for more. This has got the makings of a kind of new team, the new players coming in, and we're mindful of that, but we're encouraged by all the same that the level of player we've managed to recruit, added to the good players we've had here, we can still be optimistic about the season ahead. So, I feel as though managing Aberdeen is a brilliant job, and we're keen to try and maximise what we are as a club, both on and off the pitch in my time here.
You said on and off the pitch because it's an important time on the pitch, obviously, but off the pitch, we've got the crucial council vote coming later on in the year, and hopefully the first step towards the training facilities. Yeah,
well, there seems to be plenty of steps that we have to work towards and hoops that we need to jump through to try and get where we want to get to. But it's so important for us that we get the team and the club and the whole community into a proper training facility and a new stadium to be proud of. But that's very important. I'm confident that the work being driven by the board and many others to try and deliver that is strong, and hopefully, as I say, we get the right outcome.
You celebrated your 200th game in charge, yourself and Tony, last week. These days, 200 is quite a milestone for managers and players.
Yeah, you don't always get the luxury of that, but I think it's went pretty quickly. I think in the 4 and a bit years we've been here, we've enjoyed the majority of those games. And it's it was brought to my attention. It was my 200th game. It just kind of strikes home really how quickly it's went. But nonetheless, we're keen to keep adding to that, and hopefully we have many more good games ahead of us. We feel that. Well, it's been a decent period, and we've competed, and we've got a lot of things going the right way for us on and off the pitch. We're still looking for that bit more, and hopefully, as I say, we can continue the good work. I've got a great staff here that I've managed to get in, and we all work a certain way. But the end result is to try and make sure the players have every chance to be at their best on a Saturday and get those winning performances. And thankfully, over those 200 games, we've had enough of those to keep everybody interested. The hard work is to try and maintain that and push on.
Memories that stand out over the 200, there's been lots, I know, but some special ones?
Yeah, I think from the first season, I would have to say the quarter-final, the Scottish Cup, down to 10 men at Motherwell, and I think that Motherwell were a good side then, and it wasn't an easy fixture for that. It was a tough draw, even tougher when Big Joe Shaughnessy gets sent off, but we found the performance and dug deep. And then the semi-final not long after that at Tynecastle, those two games strike a chord with myself. I think there's been loads of late winners and dramatic finishes. I think in Europe, certainly the game in Rijeka, you only need to look at their current record still and see how impressive a performance that was from the team. But there's been many more. I think it's difficult to pick out more than just a few. But I mean, there's been a lot of exciting times in the last 4 years, and hopefully there's many more ahead.
Last week in the European game, we saw how Pittodrie the atmosphere can be when it's busy. We've got a campaign to try and get 11,000 season ticket holders. Yeah. It makes, we reiterate it all the time, but it makes such a difference.
Yeah, not only for the visual and the atmosphere of the actual game day and getting more bodies behind the team. I think that is important. We've got to try and maximise what we are as a club and reinforce that home supremacy really. We have hopefully a fanatical crowd at home, and that would be the ideal. You see what we are in the cup final, the backing we had, we had the real kind of, we carried ourselves as a real confident club, you know, that day, and the attitude of the supporters, the display, the noise of the support getting behind the team, the performance of the team mirrored what was on the sidelines, and that's what I want us to try and be week in, week out. So it is important we try, not only for that match day experience, but also for the financial side of it. Every penny is a prisoner. We're trying to bring good players to the club. The standard of the team and the squad has went up each year, so it's difficult to replace good players. But we're pleased with the backing we've had, but both from the board and the support. But I think we can always strive for more, and we try to. The more it comes in the door, the more scope we have to do things.
Congratulations once again, Derek.
Thanks, Dave.